Thank you for your purchase of the Posi latch fix. Now you're going to receive this email before you receive your kit. Your kit will come to you by USPS priority mail, and you should receive it in a couple days. First step, let's take a look at what's in the kit that's coming to you. When you do receive your kit in the mail, your Posi latch fix, you're going to receive 2 latch caps. Depending on the year that you ordered, this particular latch cap is the 89 through 02 pointed latch cap. You're also going to receive a paper clip, 2 screws that we're going to use as the set screws on the clasp, drill bit to drill the clasp, 2 clasp cushion pads. Now the tools that you're going to need to do the job, you're going to need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver and an electric drill. Of course, you're going to have your floppy latches. Now you're going to take that floppy latch, and the proper way to do it, we're going to take the floppy latch, we're going to cover the clasp with a soft towel, flip it over, and set it in the vise so that the latch is now looking at us like this. We're going to drill a hole right here in the clasp. It's important to use that soft towel to protect the clasp when you set it into the vise. Just want to set that soft towel, set that clasp in the vise. Now when you tighten down the vise, you don't crank it down, you're going to hurt the clasp. You just want to get it snug so there won't be any movement in the clasp. The rest of it will move. Now the area you're going to work on in the clasp is right here where it comes across the lock. If we take a look at another latch, we can see that there's a shiny spot right here. Can you see that shiny spot right there? Right there. And we're going to actually use a pin punch or a punch, and we're going to go 6 millimeters from this point right here, this edge, over, and then 6 millimeters. Now when we drill the hole, we're going to drill the hole and we're going to actually enter this pin that holds the clasp. So as we drill, you'll see the shavings are going to change. Let's zoom in and get a close-up here of where we're going to drill on the clasp, because that's the most important thing, is where we're going to start that hole and where we're going to center punch. So remember, we're going to go 6 millimeters from that edge. Now to scribe it, I'm going to start out, I'm going to use a magic marker, and I'm going to go across that silver area so I can see what I scribe. Now, if you have a caliper, you can just set the caliper at 6 millimeter, and then use the caliper to go to that one edge and then scribe it. And you draw a line right through there. And that's 6 millimeters from that edge. The other way to do it would be use a 6 millimeter bolt. That's a shank 6 millimeter bolt, common bolt. You take one of the bolts off the car and use it. And then that's actually also 6 millimeters. And once we know 6 millimeters, this is on a radius. So we're going to use a pin punch at our 6 millimeter mark. And we're not going to go straight up and down. We're going to go on the radius of the clasp. The clasp has a radius there, so we're going to go on a radius, and then we're going to go right to the center of the silver where it rubs. That's the center where we want to be, and use our pin punch. And now we set a place for our drill bit. The other way is to use a center punch. So a center punch, you use a center punch and a hammer. Same place. Tap, 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 tap. Now we're going to use our drill bit and we're going to start to drill. As we drill, we don't want to drill fast. We just want to drill nice and slow. And as we drill, this is Ellie. We're going to see we're going to pull up some curly cues as we go along. The drill bit may load up. We just go slow. Remember, we're not drilling straight up and down. We're at an angle on the radius. So we're drilling at this angle. Pulling up those curlicues. Now as we get deep enough, we're going to enter that pin. The pin on the clasp, and the shadings are going to change. Our drill's starting to load up. Back it out. Clean it up. As we're getting to the pin, you can see that the shavings have changed. Now we're bringing up these little shavings. Starting to get deeper. We can check again. Bring our drill out. Check with our paper clip. Check that depth with our nail. Then take a look. Looks like we're deep enough. So we're ready to set the screw. Now when we go to set the screw in, we don't want to put the screw straight up and down. No, we want to go on that radius. Remember, we drilled the hole on the radius. So it's not straight up and down or vertical, but what we're going to go is on that radius at a particular angle. And when you start the screw, make sure that you get it started nice and straight. And then drive the screw into place. Use some good pressure on it. Don't let it get away from you. Don't strip the screw. Turn it until it's tight. There it is. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah. Well, we can hear it. There's a rattle to it now. A little rattle there. It locks now. But there's a rattle to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that clasp cushion on the inside. Our next step is going to be to put in that clasp cushion to get rid of that rattle. So we're going to clean out the inside of the clasp here and put in that. I'm going to just use a flat blade screwdriver and scrape it out. Once I get it all scraped out, nice and clean there, so I've got a nice clean place for that clasp cushion to stick to. Wipe it out with a clean towel. And when I go to put in that clasp cushion, there's a gentle curve here, so I want to take the cushion and I want to bend it a little bit. Put a little curve in it so it'll stick. Once we do that, we got a little curve in it, bend in it, then I'll take off that protective cover on the sticky. And where I want to put it, right there. You can see there's a little bit of a recess right in here. And I'm going to put an edge of it right there at that recess. Put it right in the middle. Push it down. A little pressure, push it into place. Now we'll close it. No more rattle. The next step is what we want to do is we want to actually lube the whole latch. You see how kind of stiff it is. It doesn't work well. To do that, we're going to use a product called PB Blaster, and this has been a great product for us, and you can see it's as seen on TV. Now, if you've seen something on TV, you know it's really true. So this is the stuff right here. To do this, we're going to lay down a towel, and what we want to do is we just want to oil all the pivots where the pivots are. A little pivot here on the lock too, on that lock button. We want to get that pivot too. To dry it off. It's starting to look like a brand new latch. Let's see how it works now. Oh yeah, you can feel it. Got nice movement again. The last thing we're going to do is replace that latch cap. This one's got a broken latch cap on it. Use that Phillips screwdriver. Move that broken piece. Take our new latch cap. Provided in the kit there. Put it on. Put in our new screw. New latch cap. Serviced up. Clean. Ready to go back on the car. Once you have the Posi latch fix done, you'll feel secure with your car again and know that your convertible top is not going to come flying back on you. And you never know, you might be able to get lucky. Hey, thanks a lot for your purchase and have a great time. Remember, sunny side up, stay out of the weeds.